So hi. So from day one, okay, from day one we will be discussing that. Okay. So for every database, we will be going to have an instance. Okay. So at the time of database creation itself, instance will be get it created. Okay. So whenever we want to access the database, what we have to start instance. Okay. Whenever we don't have any work with the database, we have to stop. What we are going to stop instance means whenever we want to access the database, we are going to start the instance. Whenever we don't have the work with the database, we will be going to stop the instance. Okay. So in our previous architecture session we have discussed that, okay, every instance will be going to have two files. Okay. One is configuration file. Okay. One is configuration file.
Configuration
Okay.
file.
Configuration file, that configuration file we can also call as parameter file. Okay. So which configuration file means instance configuration file. See here, instance configuration file as well as parameter file, both names will refer to same file. तो ये दो नाम एक ही फाइल के हैं. तो सिंपल में देखो, हर एक इंस्टेंस को, हर एक डेटाबेस को एक इंस्टेंस रहेगा. क्या रहेगा?
Instance.
समझो कि ये prod डेटाबेस है मेरा. ये क्या है? ये prod
Prod.
डेटाबेस है. तो ये prod डेटाबेस का ये क्या है? ये इंस्टेंस है. तो उसी तरह से हर इंस्टेंस को एक पैरामीटर फाइल रहेगी. क्या रहेगी? एक
Parameter.
पैरामीटर फाइल रहेगी. इसको ऐसा बोल सकते हैं, इंस्टेंस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन फाइल बोल सकते हैं, इंस्टेंस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन
Configuration.
फाइल बोल सकते हैं, या नहीं तो मल्टीपल नेम से बुला सकते हैं इसको, या पैरामीटर फाइल बोल सकते हैं, या पैरामीटर फाइल, या एसपी फाइल बोल सकते हैं उसको, या पी फाइल. ये चार नेम्स, दिस फोर नेम्स विल रेफर टू, okay, if these three names will refer to single file only. Okay. So ultimately all these names will refer to one file only. Okay. So
Okay.
apart from that, we will be going to have one alert log file. Alert log file.
Log file.
So every instance will be going to have one file. Okay, that's called alert log file.
Alert
Okay.
log file.
So in case if our database is going to face any major problems, that will be automatically will be getting recorded under alert log file.
Alert log file.
That means every instance will be going to have one configuration file as well as one alert log file.
Alert log file. Yeah.
So alert, what is the use of alert log file means, if anything major happen to a database, major incidents happen to a database, that will be recorded under alert log file. Okay. So what about the parameter file? Okay. Parameter file consists of parameters. What? Parameters. What it consists of? Parameters.
Parameter.
Parameters का माना क्या है? ओके, जब हम डेटाबेस बनाते थे तो इंस्टेंस भी बन गया. जब वो डेटाबेस बनाते
जी.
वक्त हम थोड़े वैल्यूज स्पेसिफाई करें. ओके, डेटाबेस
जी.
क्रिएशन के वक्त, जैसे कि डेटाबेस का नाम, इंस्टेंस का नाम. ओके. सो एसजीए का साइज. ओके. और डीबी ब्लॉक साइज डेटाबेस क्रिएशन के वक्त, ये जो वैल्यूज पूरे को बोलते हैं कि पैरामीटर्स बोलते हैं इनको सबको. तो ये पूरे पैरामीटर्स कहाँ पे रहते हैं? पैरामीटर फाइल के अंदर रहते हैं. ओके. So all the parameters will resides under parameter file. Okay. So see, by default for every database there will be one parameter file. Okay. So what is the location for the parameter file? Location for the parameter file. So this is the location for the parameter files here. So this is the very important location. Okay. So we have to remember that. Okay. Oracle home slash DBS. So this is the location for the parameter file. Okay. Parameter file. Okay. So generic name is parameter file. Okay. But how it looks like, देखने के लिए वो कैसा रहेगी? So this is the naming conversation of parameter file. This is a naming conversation, means it will be like this: SID sp file sid.ora. Suppose my SID is prod, then it will be like this. It will be like this: sp file prod.ora. Suppose you are while creating database, you have created instance with the name test. Okay. Okay, then it will be sp file test.ora. Suppose you, while creating database, you have specified the database name as well as instance name as Binay. Okay. Then the parameter file name will be sp file binay.ora. Okay, like this. So under which location you will get this parameter files? Under Oracle home slash DBS. Okay, where? Under Oracle home slash DBS. Okay, these are the binary file. Okay, this is a binary file, okay, we can't open and we can't see the content, okay. So suppose if you want to see the content of this parameter file, okay, binary means this is a parameter file, but it is in which format? Binary format. So you can't open it, you can't see the content of this file, okay. Suppose if you want to see the content of this file, we have one option.
Okay.
What is that option? Means we can convert this binary file into some text file, okay, just for our reference purpose, so that just we can go through that what exactly this file consists of, what parameters consist of, for which parameter what value has been specified. To check that information, we have option called we can convert this file, okay. Convert means this file, original file will be there. With the help of this file, with the help of this binary file, we can able to create the text file, okay. That text file is known as p file.
P file.
P file, okay. So see, a sp file means binary file. Both are parameters files, okay. This is a binary file and this is a text file.
Text file.
Text file is a copy of sp file,
SP
file,
file.
but sp file is in a binary format. Okay, so we will be converting that file into the text file. Why do we are converting? Just for our reference purpose, so that if it is a text format, we can go through it, we can understand how many parameters are there, for which parameter which value is there. That's the reason we will be converting into the text format, okay.
Okay.
So apart from that, now inside parameter file, what we will be going to have inside the parameter file, we will be going to have parameters here. See here, SP file, I have dragged down here with down arrow and I have specified as parameters. So, okay, I will be giving you few examples for the parameters. That is db underscore name, means which represent db underscore name is a parameter which represents to the database name. Instance underscore name, okay, this is a second parameter which will represent to instance name. Control underscore files, okay, how many control files do you have, under which location you have, and what are the name of the control files, okay. Okay. So apart from that, we have one more parameter, db underscore unique underscore name. So db unique name is refers to the database name only. Okay.
Okay.
SG underscore target means at that time of database creation, instance is also get it created. I mean, at that time of database creation, how much size you have allocated to the SGA. Okay, that will be represented with a parameter called SGA underscore target. Okay, so what is SGA underscore target means while creating database, how much space storage you have given to the SGA, that will be stored under parameter file with the name SGA underscore target. Okay, so by default this SGA underscore target as well as this SGA underscore max size are in SGA max size are equal in size, means दोनों भी सेम साइज के रहते. तो SGA टारगेट का माना तो आपको मालूम हो गया होगा. डेटाबेस क्रिएशन के वक्त जितना स्पेस स्पेसिफाई करे SGA को, उसको बोलते हैं SGA टारगेट. ओके, तो सेम वैल्यू आके SGA मैक्स साइज को भी ले लेगा. तो SGA मैक्स साइज का मीनिंग क्या है बोले तो, ओके, वो SGA मैक्स साइज देखो SGA टारगेट का बराबर रहना या नहीं तो ज्यादा रहना. देखो ये आके हमेशा अपर सॉफ्ट लिमिट बोले तो ये SGA टारगेट के बराबर रह सकता, या नहीं तो इससे बड़ा रहना चाहिए, इससे SGA टारगेट से बड़ा होना चाहिए, SGA टारगेट से कम नहीं होना चाहिए. अगर से ये KB का साइज भी कम हो गया तो तुम्हारा इंस्टेंस को यूज करके तुम डेटाबेस को चालू नहीं कर सकोगे. क्यों बोले तो अपर सॉफ्ट लिमिट का माना क्या है बोले तो, जैसा तुम स्टार्टअप कर दिए तो इतनी मेमोरी, ओके, रैम से ले लेके SGA को दे देगा. ओके, समझो कि बाद में तुम्हारे SGA पे हेवी लोड आ रहा, बहुत सारे एंड यूजर्स कनेक्ट हो चुके हैं, तो दैट मींस ओके अप टू व्हाट साइज इट कैन गो, मींस कितना साइज एक्स्ट्रा ले सकता हूं मैं चालू हो जाने के बाद, उसको बोलते हैं SGA मैक्स साइज. तो SGA मैक्स साइज जब SGA से बड़ा होना चाहिए, कम नहीं होना चाहिए. ओके, बाय डिफॉल्ट आके जैसा डेटाबेस क्रिएट करते वक्त SGA मैक्स साइज तो पूछेगा नहीं, तो इसलिए उन्हें बाय डिफॉल्ट क्या करेगा, तो एसजीए टारगेट को जितना दिए उतना ले लेता। लेकिन डेटाबेस के क्रिएशन के वक्त, ओके, सो एज ए डीबीए इमीडिएटली यू हैव टू इंक्रीज द वैल्यू ऑफ एसजीए मैक्स साइज। समझो कि एसजीए टारगेट तुम्हारा 500 MB है, okay, if your SG underscore target is 500 MB, मैक्स साइज आगे 500 MB के ऊपर जाना चाहिए। कितना? 500 MB के ऊपर जाना चाहिए। समझो कि 499 MB भी हो गया तो आप आके अगेंस्ट टू ओरेकल आर्किटेक्चर जा रहे हो। जब क्या है, तुम्हारा डेटाबेस इन ऑपरेटेबल स्टेट में चले जाएगा, तो तुम ना तो उसको स्टार्ट कर सकोगे ना तो यूज कर सकोगे। ओके,
ओके
समझ रहे ना
जी।
ये अंडू टेबल स्पेस मैं आपको बाद में बताऊंगा, ये दो पैरामीटर्स का यूज। ओके, अब ये इतने सारे पैरामीटर्स है। अब ये पैरामीटर्स में दो टाइप्स है। ओके, विद इन दिस पैरामीटर्स वी हैव टू टाइप्स। व्हाट वी हैव? टू टाइप्स। ओके, टाइप वन इज स्टैटिक पैरामीटर, टाइप टू इज डायनामिक पैरामीटर। ओके, टाइप वन इज स्टैटिक पैरामीटर, टाइप टू इज
dynamic
parameter. Now the thing is that how to identify, so which is the static parameter and which is the dynamic parameter. Suppose for example here, for an example, how many parameter names I have specified? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Within this 9 parameter, which parameter is a static and which parameter is dynamic? How can I find out? Okay, for that we have very important view is there. Okay, and it is a very important view that's called V dollar parameter. V dollar parameter. With the help of V dollar parameter, we can identify that which parameter is static and which parameter is dynamic. Got it?
Okay.
So how? So what is the query to find it out? Means this is a query. Here select name comma is sys underscore modifiable from V dollar parameter where name is equals to, okay, if single parameter, then where name is equals to parameter name. More than one means then you have to use in operator. Okay, what is this? It's called in operator. Okay, so here you have to do the parameters. Okay, suppose you will be going to get the value like this. Okay, suppose here this is the output SG underscore target, immediate you got, SGA max size you got false. Okay, if the value of the parameter is showing as immediate, that means it is a dynamic parameter. Then it is a which parameter? Then it is a dynamic parameter. Okay, if the value of the parameter is showing false, then it is a static parameter. Then it is a static parameter. Okay, suppose if you want to change the static parameters, okay, if you want to change the static parameter, suppose, okay, for example here SGA max size is static parameter. Suppose here how much value has been given to SGA max size? 300 MB. Now you want to change it to 500 MB. You want to change it to 500 MB. Okay, then what is the command? This is the command you have to give.
Alter system.
Okay, so like this you have to give alter system set SGA underscore max underscore size is equals to, suppose 500 MB, scope is equals to, okay, this is a must and should. While changing the parameters, must and should you have to use scope. Okay, suppose scope is equals to SP file. Okay, for SP file means for static parameter, must and should you have to specify scope is equals to SP file. Okay, so what does it mean? Okay, scope is equals to SP file means this value will be get it effect on the next instance. So what does it mean on the next instance? Means currently it doesn't get it effect. You have to shut down, again you have to start, then only this value will be get it effect. Means for every static parameter, if you change any static parameter, you have to give scope is equal to SP file to get it effect. To get it effect, you have to bounce the instance. Okay, for dynamic parameter, you have to give scope is equals to both. What you have to give here? Scope is equals to both, which doesn't require the bounce. It doesn't require bounce. Okay, so immediately it will get it effect. Okay, so the last thing, let me tell you. Okay, this is a very important thing. So when did this parameter file will come into the picture? Okay, when you file the command startup, right? When you are going to file the command startup, then very first file your instance is going to read which file? Parameter file. Even this is a interview question for the freshers. Okay, so when we are going to fire the command startup, which is the first file is going to read by your instance, you have to say parameter file. Okay, so under which location it will be there? Your answer should be Oracle home/dbs. How it looks like means sp file your instance name dot ora, sp file instance name dot ora, or you can able to tell like this: sp file sid dot ora, sp file
SID.ora.
sp file sid dot ora. Got it?
Yes.
And this is the query to get the alert log file location. Okay, so this is, if you run this query, select star from $v$diag underscore info. If you run this query now, okay, in output you will get the location of alert log file. Okay, you will get the location of alert log file. So the location of the alert log file will be like this. Okay, so up to here your base, Oracle base, means at the time of Oracle software, what is the base you have given? Under base directory you will be get a directory called diag. Under diag it will be rdbms. Under rdbms, okay, slash instance name. Then after instance name, database name. Okay, no, first a database name, then instance name, then trace. Okay, so under this trace directory you will get the alert log file for your instance. Got it?
Yes.
So as a DBA in real time, what is your job? So you have to keep on monitor the alert log file. Okay, so
Yes.
as a senior DBA, even as a fresher also, okay, you can't ignore the monitoring of alert log file. Okay, so every day, every time, even though you are in very busy in some other activities, you can't ignore the alert log file. Okay, always you have to keep on monitor the alert log file. Okay, so that's the reason you should identify the location also. Okay, suppose here, so my instance name is, my database name as well as instance name is Binay. Okay, Binay. Then what is the location? Like this you have to give. Suppose my Oracle base is, /u01 /home/app. This is my Oracle base. Okay, under Oracle base there will be a directory called diag. Under diag rdvms. Okay, in any environment it will be same format. Okay, then your database name Binay, then your instance name, suppose Binay. Under that trace, okay, under that alert underscore Binay dot ora. Okay, so it will be the, this is the name of your alert log file, and this is the location for your alert log file. So in real time, how we in the real time, how as a DBA we used to monitor like this: tail hyphen 50 ef. Okay, then alert underscore Binay dot ora, means last 50 lines should display you like that. Okay, so we used to keep on monitor the alert log file. Okay. Now suppose here, so just before, as I told you, okay, when did this when did this parameter file will come into the picture? Means at the time of startup. Okay, and as well as, so which is the very first file will be going to read by your instance, means you should answer it as a parameter file. Got it? Okay. Yes. Now see here, suppose whenever I will be going to give a command called startup. Okay, let me put here diagram startup. Okay, it will be like this. Okay, so the instance, this startup command will be going to start our instance. Okay, so it will be going to start in this format. Okay, step by step it will be going to start like this. Let me put it one diagram so that you can understand better. Okay, so like this, step by step it will be going to start. Okay, so the first state, okay, the first state will be considered as, so this is the first state, and this is the second state, this is the second state, and this is the last and third and last most state. Okay, So what is the first state? No mount state. What?
No
No mount state. Okay. The second state is mount state. What is the second state?
mount.
Mount stage. Okay. Third stage is open stage. What? Open
Open
stage. For no mount stage, what is required? For no mount stage, parameter file is required. What is required?
parameter.
Parameter file. Okay. So second state is mount state. So for mount state, what is required? Control file. Control file. Okay. So the last and third mode state is open state. So for open state, table spaces and okay, redo log files. What is required?
Redo log.
Redo log files. So got it now, Vinay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now see here you have given startup. Okay, it has gone through the parameter file. Okay, then it went for mount and then it went for open. Okay, now your instance is open means you can able to access the data. Okay, now see Abhinay. Okay, now suppose no mount parameter file, second state mount control file, third state is open table space and redo log files. Now your instance is open. Suppose by mistake, okay, you have lost your parameter file, nothing will be happen because it has readed, it has gone through it and it has move on. मीन्स आपका इंस्टेंस आगे को चले गया, ओपन हो गया। अब तो अब अगर से तुम्हारी पैरामीटर फाइल डिलीट हो गई या ड्रॉप हो गई या करप्टेड हो गई या डैमेज हो गई, ओके, आपको या आपके इंस्टेंस को या आपके डेटाबेस को कुछ भी दिक्कत नहीं है। ओके, कुछ रीजन से आप इंस्टेंस को डाउन कर दिए, अब आपको स्टार्ट करना है तो उस केस में स्टार्टअप नहीं होगा, क्यों? पैरामीटर फाइल मिसिंग है ना। तो एक बार उन्हें रीड कर लेके स्टार्ट हो गया तो बीच में कभी भी जाके उसको रीड नहीं करता। तो उन्हें नॉर्मली कैसा करता, जब भी तुम स्टार्टअप मारोगे उसको रीड करके उसके अंदर का कंटेंट बोले तो पैरामीटर्स को पूरा माइंड में रख लेता उन्हें। ओके, बाद में माउंट को जाता, कंट्रोल फाइल को रीड कर लिया, ओपन को गया, टेबल स्पेसेस रीडू लॉग फाइल को रीड कर लिया, इसके बाद तुमको मैसेज आएगी ओपन डेटाबेस ओपन बोल के। ओके, दैट मींस टेक्निकली इंस्टेंस ओपन हो। तो अब क्या हो गया, तुम्हारी पैरामीटर फाइल डिलीट भी होगी तो कुछ आपको दिक्कत नहीं है। अब ये जो भी पैरामीटर्स इसके अंदर के ने जो कैप्चर करा था ना, वो आगे एसजीए के पार्ट में स्टोर करके रख लेता है। अब अगर से तुम्हारी पैरामीटर फाइल डिलीट भी होगी तो उसको दिक्कत नहीं है, लेकिन उसको प्रॉब्लम कब आता, जब तुम शट डाउन कर दिए, नेक्स्ट टाइम तुम्हें स्टार्टअप करना है ना, उस वक्त तुम्हें प्रॉब्लम आता। गॉट इट ना?
Okay, sir.
So Vinay, now let's move on to the practical session. Okay,
Okay, sir.
now username is root and the password is Red Hat. Switch user Oracle, then we have to give cat/etc/OraTap. So to check that how many list of databases do I have. Okay, so in my case, so after giving this command, all these things you can ignore. Okay, so wherever you have the hash, the line which starts with hash, you can ignore those lines. Okay, so the most important thing is last lines. Okay, without hash. Okay, so this lines means I have two databases. These are the database names. Okay, suppose I want to access the prod, then export Oracle underscore SID is equals to prod. Okay, so why do we have to use this command? Means, okay, so to tell Oracle engine that I want to access this instance. Okay, this instance, which instance? Prod instance. Then connect to the SQL plus slash as sysdba. Now I will be going to get the output as connected to an idle instance. That means your idle instance means your instance is not running. So in that case, what you have to do, you have to start the instance. So how to start the instance? With the help of a command startup. So now startup and the command. So what will be happening in the backend? See, whatever I kept it here, so it will go to the no mount stage. Okay, so for no mount stage, what is required? Parameter file. If parameter file is there, then only you can go to the no mount stage. So second stage is mount stage. If control file exists, then only it can go to the mount stage. Third stage is okay, open. For to enter into the open state, all the table spaces and redo logs physically should exist. Okay.
Okay.
Now suppose if you delete the parameter file, now you got database open. Now if you delete the instance also, nothing will be happen to your database. Okay, एक बार वो रीड करके आगे बढ़ गया वो, तो अब तो उसको ये पैरामीटर की जरूरत ही नहीं है, पैरामीटर फाइल की जरूरत ही नहीं है. ओके, अब उसको कब चाहिए पैरामीटर फाइल? इन केस आप शट डाउन कर दिए, अब जब स्टार्टअप मारोगे तब फिर से चाहिए पैरामीटर फाइल. ठीक. Now suppose let me show you. For example, let's check the SGA related parameters. How to check the SGA related parameters? Show parameter SGA underscore. See here. So at the time of creation, I have given SGA size 500 MB. So that's the reason SGA size and SGA max size is 500 MB, 500 MB. Okay, but as per the Oracle's terms, okay, conditions, okay, SGA max size should be equal to SGA size, SGA target. SGA max size should be max size should be equal to SGA target, or it should be greater than SGA target. Okay, so if I want to suppose I want to increase this SGA target, then first I have to increase SGA max size, because if I increase this, okay, ये 500 से मैं 550 MB कर दिया, तो तब ये छोटा हो गया ना, तब ये छोटा हो गया तो तुम अगेंस्ट ओरेकल चले गए, जब तुम्हारा डेटाबेस चालू नहीं होगा, एक्सेस ही नहीं होगा. ओके, तो कभी भी एसजीए का साइज बढ़ाना है तो आपको चेक करना है कि एसजीए का मैक्स साइज क्या है, फर्स्ट उसको बढ़ा लेना है. आप समझो कि अब इसको मैं 600 MB करना चाह रहा हूँ मैक्स साइज को. ऑल्टर्स इससे पहले, अब ये एसजीए मैक्स साइज और एसजीए टारगेट स्टैटिक है या डायनामिक है चेक करना है. कैसा? डिस्क्राइब वी डॉलर पैरामीटर. सो इधर से क्या देना है आपको? सेलेक्ट नेम is sys underscore modifiable from v dollar parameter, where name is equals to, suppose where name is equals to, okay, sga underscore target. क्या बता रहा? इमीडिएट. आउटपुट में क्या आया? इमीडिएट. इमीडिएट का माना ये क्या हो गया? डायनामिक पैरामीटर. ओके, डायनामिक पैरामीटर को बाउंस नहीं लगता. ओके, अब इसको चेक करेंगे एसजीए मैक्स साइज को, एसजीए मैक्स साइज को. ओके, इसको आएगा फॉल्स. फॉल्स का माना स्टैटिक पैरामीटर, स्टैटिक पैरामीटर को बाउंस लगेगा. अगर से ये दो पैरामीटर्स को एट ए टाइम देखना चाह रहे हैं आप, तो यू हैव टू गिव लाइक दिस, वेयर नेम इन, okay, you have to give in quotes. See here, SGA max size is equals to false, SGA target is equals to immediate. Immediate means it's a static parameter, dynamic parameter. False, see here, immediate means dynamic parameter. Okay, false means static parameter. Okay, suppose I want to change the value of SGA max size. So what is the current value? So how to check the current value? SGA underscore. Okay, alter system set SGA underscore max underscore size is equals to, suppose 600 M. Okay, scope is equals to SP file. Scope is equals to SP file. Enter. Now go and check the value. Show parameter SGA underscore. Still it will be referring to the, even though I have changed it to 600 MB, it will be referring to which value? 500. Old value. What is that value? 500 MB. Okay. So to get it effect, what you have to do? Shut down immediate. You have to shut down the instance. Okay. and you have to start up the instance. Why you have to do like this बोले तो देखो, अब उन्हें एक बार रीड करके आगे बढ़ गया, जब तुम स्कोप इज इक्वल्स टू एसपी फाइल दिए, ये करंट वैल्यू पैरामीटर फाइल के अंदर अपडेट हो गया। अब उन्हें पैरामीटर फाइल को कब रीड करेगा, जब नेक्स्ट स्टार्टअप के टाइम में, जब तक तो रीड नहीं करेगा उन्हें, तो इसलिए तुमको क्या करना पड़ता है, शट डाउन करके स्टार्टअप करना। जब तुम अब स्टार्टअप दोगे ना तो फिर से ये स्टेजेस से जाएगा, नो माउंट, माउंट और ओपन। अब ये नो माउंट बोले तो पैरामीटर फाइल रीड करेगा। अब जब तुम ये कमांड चलाए हो ना, ये पैरामीटर फाइल के अंदर ये नया वैल्यू चले गया, तो नया वैल्यू रीड कर रहा हो, तो अब जाके चेक करो, नई वैल्यू बताएगा वो। Okay, suppose you want to change that sg underscore target. So this sg underscore target is a dynamic parameter. What? Say dynamic parameter. Okay,
Dynamic.
so it doesn't require the bounds. See here, alter system set sg underscore target is equals to, suppose 550 scope is equals to both का माना क्या है मालूम, पैरामीटर फाइल में भी चेंज करो, और मेमोरी में जो ने रीड करके मेमोरी में, रैम मेमोरी में रख लिया ना, वो रैम मेमोरी में एज वेल एज पी फाइल, एसपी फाइल में, दोनों में चेंज करो बोल के। ओके, सो व्हाट डज इट मीन, यू नो। ओके, अब देखो, रैम मेमोरी में जो ने रीड करके स्टार्टअप के टाइम में मेमोरी वैल्यू जो रख लिया, उधर भी चेंज हो जा रहा, और एसपी फाइल में भी, तो करंट इफेक्ट में आ जाता हो इमीडिएटली मेमोरी में। ओके, देखो इधर शो पैरामीटर एसजी अंडरस्कोर, क्या आ गया इधर 550। ओके, अगर से तुम रैम मेमोरी बोले तो, वॉलेटाइल मेमोरी बोले तो टेम्पररी है वो, इवन दो शट डाउन भी कर दिए तो इंस्टेंस में भी तो अपडेट हो गया ना वो, सो आपकी वैल्यू सेफ रहेगी। ओके, okay, so this is the way how to change. Okay, now how to find out the location for alert log file, let me show you. Okay, see ये डायनामिक पैरामीटर बोल के बाउंस भी जरूरत नहीं है, वैल्यू भी इमीडिएटली इफेक्ट में को आ गया। अब इधर देखो, इधर select star from to find the alert log file location, select star from $diag underscore info बोल के ये कमांड है, टू फाइंड आउट द लोकेशन ऑफ अलर्ट लॉग फाइल। गॉट इट?
Yes, sir.
So after that, what you have to do, a lot of output you are going to get, so many rows, so many records you are going to get in output. Okay, but you have to refer this one. See here, there is one value called trace. See here, diag trace. Okay, diag trace बोल के जो नीचे वैल्यू जो रिकॉर्ड है, मीन्स जो लोकेशन है, इसको कॉपी करो, एग्जिट करो, सीडी लेके उस लोकेशन में चले जाओ। ओके, इधर जाके ls -lrt, ओके, lrt अलर्ट, खाली अलर्ट बोल के टैब दे दिया तो आ गया, देखे इधर जी। ओके, अब इसको मॉनिटर करना है तो टेल -50f बोल के ऐसा। सो एक टर्मिनल में हमेशा अलर्ट लॉग फाइल को देखो, अभी मैं एसजीए का साइज चेंज करा था ना, एसजीए टारगेट का, वो भी रिकॉर्ड हुआ, देखो तो हर एक चीज रिकॉर्ड होती रहती इसके अंदर। ओके,
Okay.
सो यू हैव टू ऑलवेज कीप ऑन मॉनिटर द अलर्ट लॉग फाइल। गॉट इट ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then that's enough for today. We'll continue on our next session. Okay.
Okay, sir.